Welcome to Kaiser Voices, the story of success, brought to you by Kaiser University Graduate School, here where the academic world meets personal triumph. Join us today as we dive into the captivating tales of success.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. So today, our podcast topics are: what are the specialties in artificial intelligence? What are the requirements to obtain the jobs in the specialty in AI? And the last one will be some typical interview questions that they might ask for each of the selected specialty. First thing we're going to talk about, there are 13 specialties in AI, and there's much more than just those. The first one is machine learning. It focuses on developing algorithms that allow computers to learn from and make predictions or decisions based on the data. Number two is natural language processing. The acronym for that is NLP. This involves enabling computers to understand, interpret it, and generate human language. Number three is the computer vision. It aims to teach machines how to interpret and make decisions based on the visual data, similar to human vision. Number four is robotics. Combines AI with physical systems to create intelligent robots capable of performing tasks in the real world. Expert systems involves in creating computer systems that emulate the decision-making ability of a computer expert in a particular domain. That's the fifth one. The sixth specialty is speech recognition. Speech recognition is focusing on developing systems that can accurately transcribe and understand the spoken language. The sixth one is the artificial intelligence ethics and the fairness. This explores the ethical implications of AI technologies and aims to ensure fair and responsible AI development and deployment. The eighth one is the reinforcement learning. This involves training algorithms to make sequences of decisions by rewarding desired behaviors. The ninth one is the knowledge representation and reasoning. This deals with how to represent information about the world in the form that a computer system can utilize and to solve complex tasks. Number 10, artificial intelligence in healthcare. This applies in artificial intelligence techniques to medical data for tasks such as diagnosis, personalized treatment plans, and drug discovery. The 11th one is artificial intelligence in finance. This involves in using artificial intelligence for tasks like algorithmic trading, fraud detection, and risk management in the financial industry. And the 12th is artificial intelligence in gaming. This utilizes artificial intelligence for creating intelligence and adaptive opponents, procedural contingent generation, and realistic simulation in gaming. The 13th one is very new. It's called liquid AI, and I mentioned in the previous podcast. Now, this is something that is new and innovative, and basically it is the new generation of AI. And to be able to join a team of them, you will need to have familiarity as a mathematician, a physicist, a neuroscientist, a computer scientist, or an engineer with the ambition to build truly intelligent systems for humanity. And of course, the field of fintech, all of the broad spectrum would be part of this. So that's just a brief snippet of it. Let me catch my breath for a moment. Sometimes I have a tendency to speak relatively fast. I promise I'm not a robot, but sometimes people think I might be. So the next question of the podcast is, what are the requirements to obtain the 13 specialties that I spoke about just a moment ago? So in machine learning, in order to obtain a position in that, you need to be able to build a strong foundation in mathematics and statistics. You need to gain hands-on experience with popular machine learning frameworks like TensorFlow, Flow, or PyTorch. You need to work on real-world projects that contribute to open source to ML projects. You need to showcase your projects on platforms like GitHub and create a portfolio. For natural language processing, known as NLP, you need to be able to develop a solid understanding of linguistics and language structures. You need to learn about natural language processing frameworks, libraries such as NLTK, SPACI, or Hugging Face. Participate in natural languages processing challenges and competitions. You need to stay updated on the latest research papers in the natural language processing. In the computer vision, you need to learn image processing techniques and algorithms. You need to gain proficiency in computer vision libraries like OpenCV, work on image recognitions or object detection projects, pursue a degree or certification in computer vision, and Kaiser is the place to go. Robotics, you acquire skills in both AI and robotics. You build a strong foundation in control systems and mechanics. You work on robotics projects or contribute open source robotic platforms or pursue advanced degree robotics or AI. Expert systems, you'll be able to develop expertise in a specific domain. Learn about rule-based systems and knowledge representation. Showcase your understanding of expert systems through projects. Pursue a degree in artificial intelligence or a related field. Speech recognition, to learn about signal processing and audio analysis. Gain experience with speech recognition like libraries like CMU or Sphinx or Google Speech Recognition API. You can work on speech-related projects. Consider specializing in acoustic modeling or language modeling. AI ethics and fairness, you can stay informed about the ethical implications of AI, participate in ethics discussions and events, contribute to projects promoting fair AI practices, pursue a degree in AI ethics or related fields. Reinforcement learning, you develop a strong understanding of algorithms and mathematical foundations, implement reinforcement learning algorithms in practical scenarios, contribute to RL research or projects, pursue advanced education in machine learning. Knowledge and representation and reasoning. You need to learn about ontology and knowledge and representation languages. You need to work on projects that involve complex reasoning tasks, stay updated on advancements in knowledge and representation, pursue a degree in artificial intelligence, cognitive science, or related fields. Artificial intelligence in the healthcare, gain knowledge of healthcare systems and medical data. Work on healthcare-related projects such as medical image analysis or predictive modeling. Collaborate with healthcare professionals and researchers. Pursue certification or degrees in healthcare informatics or artificial intelligence in the healthcare. Artificial intelligence in finance. Develop a solid understanding of financial markets and instruments. Gain expertise in algorithmic trading strategies and risk management. Build financial models such as artificial intelligence techniques. Pursue a degree in finance, data science, or AI with a focus on finance. We have a master's program in fintech, so this would be your game. We have artificial intelligence in gaming. You can develop proficiency in game development and design. You can gain knowledge of AI techniques for game AI, such as behavior trees or neural networks. Contribute to game AI projects or develop your own AI demos. Pursue a degree in game development and artificial intelligence or related field. But just remember, you want to tailor your resume, portfolio, and cover letter to highlighting your relevant skills and experiences for the specific AI specialty you are interested in. Networking and attending conferences and participating in online communities related to your chosen field. Also, go to your career development here at the university, and you can also open up opportunities to provide valuable insights. Excuse me. The next question is, what are some interview questions for selected artificial intelligence specialty? I've always told my students, I always think of the five premise model: who, what, when, where, how, and why. Well, in machine learning, can you explain the bias variances trade-off and its importance in machine learning? The how is, how do you handle missing data in a data set before applying machine learning algorithms? Describe the difference between supervised and unsupervised learning. Explain the concept of regularization in machine learning and why it is necessary. How do gradient descent work and what are its variants? In the natural language processing, some potential interview question is, what is tokenization and why it is important in natural language processing? Can you explain the difference between stemming and lemmatization? How does a language model like BERT work, or what are their advantages? Explain the term named entity recognition and its implications in the natural language process. Discuss the challenges of machine translation in natural language processing. So potential interview questions for computer vision is explain the concept of an image convolution and its role in computer vision. How does object detection differ from image classification? Discuss the challenges and solutions in image segmentation, and what is transfer learning and how can it be applied in computer vision? Explain the concept of non-maximum and suppression in the context of object detection. In the robotics, you want to describe the difference between kinematics and dynamics in robotics. How do you approach the problem of path planning for a robotic system? Explain the role of sensors in a robotic system and provide examples. Discuss the challenges and solutions in robotic localization and mapping, known as SLAM, and what are the ethical considerations in the development and deployment of robotic systems. In expert systems, there could be some potential interview questions or what is the difference between forward chaining and backward chaining in rule-based systems? Explain the importance of knowledge representations in expert systems. How do expert systems handle uncertainty in decision-making? Discuss a real-world application where expert systems have been successfully deployed. What are the limitations of expert systems in speech recognition? How does the process of converting speech to text speech recognition work? Discuss the challenges of speech recognition in noisy environments. What are the key components of an acoustic model in speech recognition? Explain the concept of language modeling in the context of speech recognition. And how can deep learning techniques be applied to improve speech recognition accuracy? In artificial intelligence ethics and fairness is why is fairness important in artificial intelligence and how can bias be addressed in machine learning models? Discuss the ethical consideration, the use of AI in surveillance systems. How can AI technologies be designed to ensure transparency and accountability? Explain the concept of algorithmic fairness and provide examples. What are the potential risks of using AI in decision-making processes and how can they be mitigated? Reinforcement learning, potential discussion interview questions are what is the difference between supervised learning and reinforcement learning? Explain the exploitation dilemma in reinforcing learning. Discuss the concept of rewards and punishment in reinforcement learning. How does this policy gradient methods differ from the value-based methods in reinforcement learning? Provide examples of real-world applications where reinforcement learning has been successful. In the knowledge representation and reasoning is explain the role of ontologies in knowing the representation. How does semantic web technology contribute to knowledge representation? Discuss the challenges of representing and reasoning about uncertain knowledge. What are the different types of reasoning in artificial intelligence and provide an example of each. How can knowledge graphs be utilized in knowledge and representation and reasoning? In artificial intelligence in healthcare, so potential interview questions could be discuss the ethical consideration in the use of AI in healthcare, especially regarding patient privacy. How can artificial intelligence be applied in the medical image analysis for diagnostic purposes? Explain the challenges and opportunities using AI for personalized medicine. Discuss the role of natural language processing in extracting information from electronic health records. How can artificial intelligence contribute to drug discovery and development in healthcare industry? Artificial intelligence in the finance. How can machine learning be applied in algorithmic training strategies? Discuss the challenges of AI for fraud detection in the financial sector. Explain the concept of risk management in the finance and the role of artificial intelligence. How can artificial intelligence techniques be used for credit scoring and loan approval? Discuss the ethical consideration in the use of AI, known as artificial intelligence, in the financial decision making. In artificial intelligence in gaming, there are some potential interview questions. How can AI techniques be applied to create realistic and challenging opponents in games? Discuss the role of procedural content generation in game development. Explain the concept of adaptive AI in gaming and provide examples. How can reinforcement learning be used to train intelligent agents in game environments? Discuss the impact of AI on the development of virtual worlds in simulation and gaming. So these questions cover a range of topics on each artificial intelligence specialty, So you need to be prepared and demonstrate both theoretical knowledge and practical experience in your responses. So this, by having your degree, a master's degree, advanced degree, or bachelor's degree, will help you hone in your critical thinking skills. And remember that 5 premise model: who, what, when, where, how, will help you in the interview process. And here at Kaiser, we do have career development to help you fine-tune the skills. Thank you so much for watching this podcast.
Thank you for journeying with us today on Kaiser Voices, the story of success. As we close this chapter, remember, every story has its next page.